Hi guys, it's Nige at Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents, and I hope you're well and I hope you've had a great weekend. And I want to start the week, it's Monday morning, and I'm down in a place called Woodrow Road, going out on the favoured Lacock side of Melksham. And just in there behind me is a cottage, semi-detached cottage, with no onward chain, with ample parking, needs some work, modernising inside, but it's a great property to buy. We don't know how old it is, it could be about 200 years old, we're led to believe, but you can extend it, you could extend it inside, you could extend it at the back, all subject to planning permissions. And like I say, properties like this do not come up on the market very long. Very rarely do they come on. There's so much parking with it and so much potential. Woodrow Road is going out on the Lacock side, so we'll talk about all the amenities. We're going to go in through that semi-detached property in there behind me in a second. Let me spin the camera around and we'll talk about the location and situation, and then we're going to head on into this property in Woodrow Road. And now we can just see the front elevations of this property. I think the original part was there, and then latterly that might have been added on later, but don't quote me on that. They say it's about 200 years old. We've got all this parking in front, and if I just come out over here, you can just see where Woodrow Road links up to the forest, and the forest back up into the town of Melksham. There's lovely countryside walks over there, and then down there, a few miles north, is the stunning village of Lacock, and you get into Spy Park, you can go around to the Bowood estate. It's very, very beautiful around here. It's great for kind of non-estate locations, countryside living. Certainly is a lifestyle move, this one here. We're going to go through that door in a minute and take a good look around. You can go around to the A350. I just wanted to cover that off and then head towards Lacock. There are Whitehall Gardens services, or you can go further up. You can head towards and around Chippenham, head up into Devizes, Bromham. It's a very, very good location. You can go down New Road over there, and then that can link you back into Sandridge Road if you wanted to, or you can get up to Sandridge Common and head towards Bromham and Devizes that way. So there are various routes. To get to the M4 from here, if you went around to the Lacock side and out by Whitehall and then link back into the A350 there, I think if you wanted to get to Bath, it's about 15-20 miles away. It's a good 40-minute drive. If you want to get up to the M4, I'd say a good 25 minutes to the M4, and you're right there as well. There's train stations in Melksham, there's a train station in Chippenham, and of course Chippenham links to Paddington as well, and again that's about an hour and 15 minutes. So you are very well centrally located, even though you're out basically on a non-estate area of Woodrow Road, which is going out towards, say, semi-rural countryside. We're going to go through there, so there's all this parking to admire first. We're going to go through that side door where that little porch is, and we're going to take a good look around this property in Woodrow Road. Now, I mentioned they don't come on the market that often. They don't. There's no chain with this property, so it's been family owned for a number of years. You can see where the garage is. You've got all this parking here in front. You've got a gravel driveway, but you can put as many cars or as many vehicles as you wanted to. The garage needs some attention. There needs to be some attention inside this property as well. There is an asbestos roof here, but obviously someone might just take all that down and rebuild going from there. Let me just turn this camera around. And there you can see that lovely frontage as it's set back off the road. You know, with all my property tours, they're honest, so what you see is on the tin. So if I do pick up any things, that's just for your information, and we do get a lot of compliments with my video tours. They are very honest, and it does help you, because if there are bits and pieces that need doing with any of these properties, I'm here to help you, and that's why we demonstrate the possibilities of home to all of you guys. Anyway, there's the door we're going to go through. You can see there's a bit of side access here. I'm just going to walk you along here as well, just in behind this gravelled area. There's no access point really to this point. There's the garage, which will need some attention to if you wanted to sort out the roof. Like I said, it is asbestos. Little front porch. Let's get in from the front porch. There's that view, beautiful drive. Plenty of parking. And this is what we call in the trade a doer-upper. We call them doer-uppers because you can live in them, but there is money to be spent on it. You can see there's an electric fire, there's an old fireplace. You could probably put a new log burner in there. Obviously you'll need to get permissions, check out the flue, chimney and everything like that, but that could be really cute for this room. Nice little understairs storage space where the stairs go to the first floor landing. You can see there's like a beam there. I don't think that's original, but the beam is there anyway. And then that just fronts onto that front, nice double glazed window to the front and the porch. And if I just pop that camera back out into this door, and then you go through, see those windows, you can just see where I was standing by the car there with all that parking in front. And that's the main attraction to this. You're going to be buying an older property. You're going to be buying a property that needs to have some finishing off and some work, but then it's yours to your style, and then what you do with it is up to you. The stairs go up to the first floor landing, and then downstairs here, little utility, little cloakroom, whatever you want to call it. Downstairs toilet, wall mounted gas boiler, wash and basin, low level WC, obscure double glazed window to the rear, little radiator in here. You've got some panel walling, and again you can just see with the decor, because someone else is going to change the carpets, they're going to change the paint, plastering. In here is the dining room, spacious dining room, dual aspect, double glazed window to the front, double glazed window to the side, some wood effect flooring here. And again, this is the dining room. You could use it as an occasional bedroom. You can do what you want with it, guys. You can call it any room that you want as well. And then if I pop the camera out there we go. There's that front again. It is a big selling point, because when you're buying properties now, parking is a big tick for people. Like I said, you can extend this one as well. I think people will go out with this cottage. I think it lends itself, which I'll show you in the garden in a minute. This just links back into the dining room. I'm going to stop the tour here because there's other rooms to show you. And as promised, just coming back from this dining room into this kitchen. Currently they're wall and base units. This is going to need to be modernised. Radiator there, door to there's like an inner passageway, and there's a couple of boot rooms out there, which I'll show you in a minute. Bit of plumbing for washing machine. But of course this will be a room that somebody looks at. Tremendous little garden at the back there, backing onto fields. Again, you could pull this back, you could extend this, probably subject to planning permissions being granted. And that's a lovely little rear aspect there of those fields. When you're doing your cooking, washing, whatever, having a kitchen that looks to the rear, absolutely brilliant. And you can see these are older work surfaces, worktops. We're not disguising that, but again, it just needs that modernising that somebody's going to be able to do. And with no chain, this is why this is going to be a good buy for somebody, so they can get stuck into it. If I just show you out here, we're going to go out here later. There is a little inner passageway here. You might have seen these gates here, with this door that just opens up to the rear, and of course then the rear then will extend out into that garden, which I'll show you in a minute. But there's your rear garden. It's so peaceful around here. This is asbestos as well, so again, it's okay if you don't touch it. If you wanted to move it or extend this out, obviously that needs to have a proper company to take that out, along with a garage as well. So there is a little cost element to it. Garage, which I'll show you later, inner porch. And like I said, this will probably need to be modernised. And they've got a little boot room type, utility type something going on here. Come back in, and there's your kitchen again. So there's plenty of scope with this property. Come back through there, into your dining room, back in through to your living room. Remember, there's a front porch at the front there, all that parking in front. Definitely semi-rural feel down here at Woodrow Road. Definite lifestyle move. There's your gas boiler. And what we're going to do next, we're going to climb those stairs and go to the first floor landing, have a look at those bedrooms, etc. upstairs. And just coming from this living room, just wanted to show you that aspect, because it's nice to have the windows bringing in natural light. It's nice to also see these recesses. You can do a lot with these recesses, by the way. You can put shelving units in there, or building cupboards in there. There's plenty of character with this property. It just needs to be brought back to life. Now let's climb these stairs again. You can just see that wood panelling going all the way along there. There's access to loft space there also. That's via a loft ladder. And as I climb these stairs, there's a window for you. There's an aspect to look at. Pretty cool views over countryside. Airing cupboard there. And then we've got bedrooms and stuff up here to look at. So these are 2 double bedrooms. There'll be another room in there. And I just want to show you one of the smaller rooms. And this, even though this is a double bedroom, it's filled with stuff at the moment, so it will be cleared. Double glazed window to the side elevation. Plenty of space here for a double bed to go in there. You just need to take all this wallpapering off, remodernise it with some carpets. There's a little recess in there, which you can have as cupboard space. So that's bedroom 3. Come back out, and then you're back out onto the landing. This one's bedroom, let's call it 1. And the reason why I call it bedroom 1, it's such a light room. You've got double glazed window to the front, double glazed window to the side and the front elevations. Plenty of room for a big bed there. And And then there's that view. And the view over countryside, over the hill. Like I said, you can get to Bromham up there, Lacock down there. Go along Forest there, back into town. You could probably walk it in 20 minutes. There is a convenience store just off Forest Road as well, chippy up Church Lane. You know, there's some further amenities. There's a garage just on Sandwich Road for petrol. And some of these fields, no doubt over here, will be developed on, no doubt, in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. For now, all this stays as it is. Enjoy the view, enjoy the fact you're set back. It's not really going to infer or change too much for your front aspect, I'd imagine. But over there, over time, I'm sure they will link some of these fields up, especially at the top there with Sandridge Common at the bottom of there. They'll start to link those up, and then a few of them will go in there over due course. But there's nothing that's been planned over here that I don't believe at the present time. We can't say it's going to stay there forever, but I reckon there's a time for a few pints yet before anything does change. And it's just a lovely setting. It really is a lovely, lovely setting. All that parking in front. I'd say go and grab it, guys, because I think this is a good buy. Just want to just show you everything again. You've got some polystyrene ceilings. You've got to be careful with that. You've got to take them off. You don't always know what the ceiling condition's like underneath. It was something that was quite popular in the 70s to 80s, but of course it's not something that we do nowadays. So again, bedroom 1 with those lovely aspects and views. Nice galleried styled landing. Just forget that was bedroom 3 in there. And we're going to call this bedroom 2. Radiator, double glazed window to the side elevation, wall mounted, big window to the back there. And again, you've got those views. And there's never been an application in those fields that I've been led to believe at all. And I think they will remain as they are. That garden is lovely. I think somebody could extend this property and have a very, very nice cottage. All that aspect at the back there. Beautiful. Come back through. Got one more bedroom to see. That's really it. There is a little step here you've got to be wary of when you're walking up here. 2 steps. And then you're into the bathroom. Of course, we've got the avocado green. Part tile walling, bath, sink, wash and basin, low level WC, obscure double glazed window to the rear elevation, and also a shower cubicle. So it is a 4-piece suite. Just needs a bit of a modern style feel in here, just to spruce that up again. But there's plenty of space up there. So so remember, guys, bathroom, bedroom 2 with that lovely rear aspect just there, overlooking countryside. Bedroom 2, this is bedroom 1, and again, lovely aspect to the front elevation. Come down the stairs, and boys and girls, just to finish it off up here, bedroom 3, again it is a double. So let's get outside. We're going to go outside and have a look at that rear garden, just take a wander in that, just to have a look at those views. Just coming back through the living room, we're going to walk through the living room. I want to go out to the back here through the kitchen again, because I've already opened this side door up for you. And again, you've got like an inner passage. Remember, these gates open to the front, so this could all be taken down if you wanted to. There's a little boot area here. Remember, the roof is asbestos, so that will need changing. Same with the garage. But the garage is there. Bit of power in there. Up and over door that side. Personal door to the rear. There's a little side area here. They've sort of blocked it off. You could put a gate in there, I'd imagine, just to give you access further along. And if somebody wanted to, we'll show you in a minute, you could then extend this property. I think there's a couple of extensions over there being built over the years, and it's such a nice garden, this. And it's laid to lawn, obviously enclosed, fully enclosed. Let's just come around here. And as we can see, it really is a feature. It's such a lovely little spot, this. I'll walk further up. I'll say little because you can just hear nature now. Farmer's field in behind. Some birds there going. That's your back and rear. And there's the property. And to summarise, you're pretty much looking at a cottage. Obviously, no doubt, there's an original part. I think some of it's been extended over the years. We think 200 years old is the main part of the cottage, but don't quote me on that because I haven't seen it. It's a guesswork, that one, but I'm just giving you an idea what I think it is. But here is where you can then extend the property out to the side, to the rear. I think the kitchen could do with one, and it just opens up a little bit further again, and it just makes sure that it also, I think it future-proofs the property. I think if you spend a bit of money, extend on it, do it up, you've got a really nice cottage in a very good location. It's a great buy, this, 'cause it's no chain, so you've got all that parking to the front. And just the aspect of village, not village life, but your non-estate living. You're just on the semi-rural verge of Melksham, going out into the rural side of, you know, Lacock and, you know, Bowood Estate and things like that, which is in between then, say, Lacock, Lacock and Chippenham and Melksham. You know, it's all surrounded around there, but there's good road links as well. It's a cracking cottage, this. Any questions, just give me a call. It's Nigel at Lock & Key and Apprentice Estate Agents. I hope you've enjoyed the tour and it's refreshing and honest. We love this place. We think it's a great place for somebody just to finish off and put their mark on it, especially people that are looking for cottages nowadays. And the big tick for cottages are views, aspect, parking. This has got the lot, just needs some money spent on it, just to do it up, finish it off, and to make a nice home for a family as such. Any questions? It's Nige, 01225 707 342. I hope you've enjoyed the tour, and I'll speak to you soon.